Hello, 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 hello. Test, 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 test. Okay, this is working fine. Let's go on. Hi, all, and welcome. Welcome to another edition of Midday Market Review. Live trading, key trading levels, and trading setups for popular markets. My name is Phil, and I'll be your presenter today. Just wait for a couple more minutes for people to come in and join us, and I'll just make sure this is all streaming okay everywhere. Welcome to another edition of Midday Market Review, live trading, key trading levels, and trading setups for popular markets. My name is. Say hi all. Welcome. Okie dokie. Let me see who is in currently, and then we can start this properly. Oh, we have quite a few people in. Good. Okay. My name is Phil, and I'll be your presenter today. If you're looking for a community, check out TraderCast. If you're looking for the education, My Trading Skills is the place for plenty of resources, free courses. Check them out. Just sign up and see if you like the way we teach. This is a little bit about me. Over the past 10 years or so, I've managed to speak in front of various different industry events, and I taught many people how to trade. Some of them were brand new, some of them were experienced, and they needed help with a specific area of their trading activity. This brings me nicely to the disclaimer. If these are my opinions and experiences only, so since I'll be talking about some live trades and live trading setups, this what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to show you a practical application of what I firmly believe a novice trader should be able to do. So no complicated indicators, no complicated strategies, just very simple price action, trend following, trading. And this brings me to some live trades. And for those of you who watched yesterday's session, you knew I was long S&P. I actually triggered this live during the session. I've entered at 41.40. You saw me close half of that position at 41.55, and then what I did is I moved the stop above the entry, locking in another 5 points. So I was stopped out for that second part of the position at 41.45. So I'm out of that position, currently flat, nothing open there. You also saw me triggering long FTSE at 75.69, and my stop loss was initially lower, and then as the price was breaking out higher in my favor, I moved the stop loss closer to entry and then subsequently at entry, and you saw me do that yesterday. And I got stopped out in the afternoon. So both of these trades were partially scalp on S&P point of view, and then the other half of the position was supposed to be a swing, which was supposed to be running for a while, but that didn't happen. It was reversed, so I got stopped out. And the same thing with FTSE. That was supposed to be a swing type trade, and it stopped me out with nothing. So not happy with that, but hey, at least it's not a losing trade. Now we have a couple of different things going on at the moment. Today we had the European Central Bank interest rate decision, and we were having a press conference which started about 36 minutes ago. I've posted a couple of things in the community with euro dollar, euro Japanese yen, and also some analysis from different banks about the pace of interest rate decisions. and hikes going forward. So that's impacting volatility here in euro dollar. Let me just change that to a different time frame, and you'll see. So this was the initial reaction, 15 minutes lower and then up, and now we are doing all of this. So a little bit of indecision. I'll talk about it in more detail shortly. And also euro Japanese yen had a fairly big volatility range from 143 to 143.70 during that 15 minutes of decision, and now we are watching the effect of the press conference. So I have my news feeds on, but basically Christine Lagarde said if necessary ECB can deploy new instrument to tackle fragmentation. She also said near-term activity to be determined by high energy costs.
Comments from Polish Central Bank Governor now Globinski, speaking in Warsaw, says he cannot say when Polish rate hikes will end.
She also said that price rises becoming more widespread across different sectors.
He says there may be scope for Poland to cut rates at the end of 2023.
She also said that the current decision was unanimously approved, and decision was to keep the rates unchanged, and deliberately did not discuss neutral rate today. So that's what she's kind of saying at the moment. Money markets further increase bets on ECB rate hikes. This is like from the market's point of view. Now price and around 145 basis points by year end. So full 1.45 by the end of this year. And that would obviously impact volatility across euro currency classes. European stocks and US futures fell with bonds after European Central Bank said it will pull back from 8 years of negative rates and close the gap with global peers. The euro gained, short-lived. And what else happened here? US briefing. European allies attempt to restrain global oil prices. European Central Bank ends bond buying, signals July-September rate hikes. Soaring oil forces Biden to engage with Saudis. China hope US cut off goods tariff as soon as possible. Shanghai locks down parts of the city again. Virus fears return. Traders crank up Bank of England rate bets. They see 50 basis points by September, according to this analysis. US economic growth is grinding to standstill, according to BCC. If there is anything else breaking, I'll inform you. But so far, that's where we are. Okay. Let me see. If you have any questions, feel free and ask. I'm broadcasting this today outside as well, so free to access and also within the community. So let me know if you need something covered. I have nothing open at the moment. A couple of things were of interest. Euro dollar and also euro Japanese yen. This is the yen reversal. And this is a euro dollar reversal. So the initial decision here, and then a big reversal. So I could possibly...
So Lagarde does say it's good practice to start with incremental rate increase.
Consider doing something. Okay, so let's go and check out euro dollar first and see if we can figure that one out, and then we can move on to a few other markets. So euro dollar it appears to be downtrending quite nicely, but then this here looks like an energy buildup, energy buildup, energy buildup. So the key trading level for me was at the bottom of these lows, because this looks like a high, lower high, lower high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So therefore, triangular shape of the price action, bulls and bears are exchanging trades and nobody's winning because there's no breakout on either side. So if you open this up, you will see a bull flag in here ahead of the rate decision, and that triggered to the upside, and now it's reversing to the downside. So really the key trading level going forward from the swing point of view is the cluster of these lows at 106.70. This is also posted in the community as well. 106.70. Upside is initially capped by 107.40. So if we see a rally and a breakout above 107.40, then I wouldn't be surprised to see a continuation to the upside into this shaded zone. So 107.90, 108, 108.20, 108.60 on the upside. Alternatively, if for whichever reason we see a continuous selling pressure and an end of day close below 106.70, possibly a retest of that level from underneath, most of the traders who are looking to trade this would likely trigger short with a stop either in the middle of this trading range, 107, if they're generous, 107.40. So it could be 30 to 50 or 60 point stop on this particular trade, with a view to potentially take profits much lower, 106.20, 106. Some people are even considering 105, 104.80 and even lower. But that's where we are with euro dollar at the moment. So nothing at the moment. This is whipsaw as a result of the rate decision, but nothing at the moment. No, there's no trade here. There is no trade as such. See if there is euro dollar runs higher by stalling ahead of May high. Nothing really. Very little, very little that we can talk about. Okay, cool. Robert, hey Bob, how are you? Did you trade ECB? Any luck today? Did you pick up anything? The other thing that I was looking at was, I keep saying Euro Japanese yen, and from the trend point of view this is quite nicely uptrend, so therefore stronger euro, weaker yen. The Initial support to the downside would be at 142.30, and then upside is capped by this swing high at 144.60, and then above that we have 145.50, and then 147, 148. And these levels up here would actually be based on some monthly swing highs, really longer term swing highs. So from the trade point of view, this looked like a corrective pullback, and then we saw this massive trading range triggered by interest rate decision. So at the moment I'm just keeping an eye on this again. It's not exactly textbook trend line here, because you have, okay, there's a wick. If I do this, okay, like this, that's better. So a couple of wicks here, there's a wick here and wick here. So wick, 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 wick. So okay, so it's all
More from Lagarde says we're not seeing wages spiraling.
Connecting the wicks. Then if I connect these lows here, then you have low, lower low, lower low, slightly lower low. So it almost looks like expanding triangle. I don't particularly like expanding triangles because sometimes they can act as a reversal as well. But the key levels are really at the cluster of these lows at 142.80, below that 142.30, loss of that level 141.30, 140 to the downside. But this appears to be pointing to an upside reversal. So I might look to do something with euro yen again, but at the moment I am flat with this particular currency pair. The other thing, see if this is broadcasting properly. Yeah, just making sure it is. ECB, so euro sterling runs up to a swing area resistance and backs off. Okay, so let's check that one as well, euro sterling. So euro sterling nicely uptrending, 4 hourly higher lows. We're seeing this attempted
The German-Italian 10-year spread widening further, 226 basis points now. That's a gain of 17 basis points on the day.
Corrective pullback now in an hourly, and in the 15 minutes, yeah, this looks like a selling pressure now. So euro weakening against sterling.
More from Lagarde says in July all three rates could be impacted by a hike. Plus Lagarde says in July all three policy rates could be impacted by the hike. They did not discuss though if the September rate hike would impact all three rates.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Nothing. Nothing. There wasn't a continuation. There wasn't a continuation of something. It was just whipsawed up, down. Nothing. There's another market that we don't normally talk about. That's Euro Aussie. I know lots of people trading that as well, and that could be quite topical because of ECB. So let me just put the price. Oh, sorry, I'll do the one with no grid. Sorry, apology. No grid. This one. So this to be clearer, nicer for you to see, I suppose. Euro Aussie is not doing much either. Look, it's just consolidating here. If I was drawing anything, then I would obviously consider these highs as a resistance, and then this high as a resistance, and then this high as a resistance, and then lows down here. As a support. I could also draw a little trend line here. So this was support before, sold before. Now it's being retested and treated as a resistance. So whatever Lagarde was talking about did not really do anything to euro at the moment, and yet again, this is a daily time frame. So if I go to a 4-hourly, 4 hours worth of trading, big wick at the moment. 1 hourly, you can see 1 hourly push higher and now reversal, and then a 15-minute. So very similar market reaction across euro sterling, euro dollar, euro yen, and euro Aussie as well. So initially euro strength, and now we're seeing a reversal. So I don't have anything open in this, just to kind of let you know. I don't think I ever traded. Maybe once or twice I traded euro Aussie. Not really a great big fan of some of these currency crosses. But yeah, that's it. That's it. We have about 5 minutes. We have about 5 minutes for the US markets to open. Okay, so let's go and check out few equity markets. I'll start with the S&P very quickly, because there was a trade in that market yesterday. So daily it's still consolidating here. Now it doesn't look as bullish as it did yesterday. There is a pullback now. If I go to 4 hourly, now this lows down here are quite a significant lows. 40.91, below that we have 40.70. Now if I was a contrarian, I would take this swing low and then this swing high and see where the next level of interest from the fibs point of view at 40.57, which is this area here. So what that means is if we lose these lows at 40.90, these lows from 1st of June and then also 5th and 6th of June, then potentially we could see a dip into this zone here, and then that will be another retest of what appears to be a trend line. So support, 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 trend line. And then from there we could see a rally higher. Loss of that area and end of day close below 40.50, 40.57, so let's say 40.50, and then a retest of that level from underneath, something like this, would negate the bullish outlook, potentially opening the way for more meaningful and severe retracement towards 40.10, possibly even 39.60. But that looks like a good, it looks like a good area for support. The bullish scenario would be a big reversal from here and a breakout, and I would like to see an end of day close above this area here. So rally and a breakout. So high, lower 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 high. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 touches. 10 touches to this line. It's quite a significant line. So therefore, breakout, end of day close above that level, then that could open the way for a push higher. So I have nothing open at the moment. I might have a cheeky limit order. On S&P. I'll see if that makes the 40. So this zone would be of interest. So 40.70, 40.60, 40.55, thereabout. I have that in just in case. If something major happens while I'm talking, but very little for me to trade at market or live at the moment. We are at the open now. A couple of more things I would like to cover for you guys very quickly. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is gold. So gold, it's still consolidating here, nothing new, same as yesterday, sideways consolidation. Key trading level is at 1840, upside is capped by 1870, supported 1830.
The updated forecast from the European Central Bank assume an exchange rate of 107 in 2022, assuming an exchange rate of 105 in 2023 and 2024.
Looking at this price action here, this appears to be a breakout and a retest. So far these lows are holding 1840. I would really like to see a breakout higher. What I would like to see, I would like to see a rally from here and a push into this zone. And then what happens here would be quite telling. So if I see a push and a breakout above here, and then a retest like that, then that could potentially open the way for a spike towards 1900, possibly even higher, 1920, 1940. Otherwise, a dip lower and the loss of these lows here at 1830. So something like this developing, sell off, sell off, sell off, dip here. That could open the way for very fast and furious dip lower. So nothing just yet, but it would be great to see if we can get something like this for gold. 1870, that would be good. Okay, the other thing that I want to talk to you about very briefly is crude oil. We're seeing a pullback now, pullback in S&P, pullback in Dow, pullback in Nasdaq, pullback in FTSE, pullback in DAX. New unemployment claims, so jobless claims came out. They climbed by 27,000 to 229,000. The biggest increase in nearly a year. The last thing that I want to talk to you about very quickly is crude oil. So crude oil quite topical at the moment, especially since we have Biden's trip to Saudi, and if you remember, you know, there were issues before with human rights, killing of Khashoggi. He was a Saudi originally by nationality, by birth, but then I believe he worked for Wall Street Journal or something like that, and he was quite critical of regime in Saudi at the moment, and he went for the interview in Turkish embassy, not Turkey, Saudi embassy in Turkey, apparently to sort out his divorce papers or something like that, and he never came out of that place alive. And that was a big hoo-ha, you know, with human rights and so on, and suddenly Biden is going over there because he needs more oil. So let's see how that develops. Lots of analysts and kind of market commentators are talking about the same thing. And also Iran is now allowed to start exporting oil, and they're saying we hope all of our confiscated oil will be returned promptly as well. So from a crude oil point of view, pullback to 190.40 would likely trigger some buying interest for possibly another leg higher. So something like that, So pullback and then a rally from there, possibly even down to 117.60, 116.80. So anything like that, pullback and a rally. Most of the people who are looking to do that would likely put their stops at 115.50, 115.70, with the view to take profits up here towards 123 and then 126, 127 or thereabout. So very, very briefly, that's crude oil. We've covered quite a lot today. So yet again, very quick summary. Most of the
Iranian president vows that Iran will not back off a single step from their positions after the UN watchdog resolution.
There we go. We just talked about that. Iran. Mentioned the crude oil exports. Guys, it was lovely, lovely, lovely talking to you all today. I have nothing open. Where am I now? These are my, open positions. Currently flat, but those two trades I had yesterday, S&P is closed. Firstly, you saw me close half live in front of you. The trade was entered live and closed half live in front of you, and then this was triggered by a stop loss being moved above the entry and locking in 5 more points on this trade. So really happy with that trade. That's okay. I was hoping that this second half would run as a swing type trade that I might keep open for a number of days. And then you also saw me go long FTSE, and you saw me move the stop loss closer to entry and then at entry. And then in the afternoon yesterday I got stopped out at break even. So that's where I am with my trades. There is really nothing else open, nothing else going on, and I don't see anything that I want to trade right now. I have some limit orders in place, but I don't have anything open from the US indices point of view or currencies at the moment. Okay, so it was lovely, lovely, lovely talking to you all. I'll speak to you all tomorrow at the same time. In the meantime, stay safe, happy trading, and bye for now. Thanks for watching.